Thank you, Tony, for asking me how we save the world. I mean, when we started this discussion about the Global Landscape Forum to be organized in Nairobi in 2018, many people were looking at it, why would you organize these things in Africa? It's much easier to do it in Europe or to do it in the US. But that's the point. I mean, it's sort of, we are going to talk about restoration in Africa, and we want to have African in the room. We don't want, the thing is moving by itself. Sorry. We don't want to have only people from Europe or North America. And so we should be discussing about Africa in Africa. And so we decided to organize that in Nairobi. And here we are. A few numbers, just to give you an idea. We had, and people were skeptical. I mean, you will never get enough people. So you had 1,100 people registered to attend this meeting. We had physically 790 persons in the rooms, in the campus. And we also had 24,000 website visits. We had 26 million people reached via Twitter and Facebook. We had the engagement in the form of likes, share, retweets, and comment, 20,000. We have had yesterday 10,274 views on YouTube and Facebook. And we have been the trending on Twitter in Kenya for 3 days straight. So when someone tells you that you cannot organize a conference in Africa, you can see that it's not the case. We have discussed about restoration. Of course, that was a topic. We discussed also about social innovation, rights, tenure, gender, monitoring, what is success, how to finance success, what we need to do in terms of policy. We had a very inspirational contribution by young people, the youth. We have done a lot of networking. You just have to go outside and see people really engage in discussion. There was a sense, there was a feeling, there was a dynamism that we have considered that we have done a good job. So, having achieved that in Nairobi, what's the next step? So the first next step in terms of the GLF is what we call the big GLF, or the GLF event in Bonn, that will be at the beginning of December, and where we will take the lessons and the knowledge and the wisdom coming from this GLF to feed in the global process. This will happen on the 1st and 2nd of December in Bonn, and you will soon have the concept note and the program online. And because we also have an important event in Poland after the UNFCCC COP in Katowice, COP24, we will also organize a special half-day event in terms of climate action in the landscape. So this is our upcoming program. But I could not finish my talk without thanking all the people that I have made this possible. Of course, I mean, a sort of our colleagues from UN Environment, the World Bank, ICRAF, all the other coordinating partner or funding partner of the GLF, our funding partner, the German Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, the German Ministry for the Environment, our own CGIAR, the Forestry and Agroforestry program, Liquid Telecom, first time we had a connectivity sponsor, the United Nations office in Nairobi staff, and I think we can thank the interpreters that are still working hard. Again, good round of applause for the interpreters. The government of Kenya that has been so welcoming and participating. All ourselves, so we can give ourselves a good round of applause. And I will have to give a special thanks to the GLF team, and I will ask them to stand up the one in the room, the GLN team, including the science part. Don't be shy. And then the most interesting and the most innovating one in terms of GLF, and we are here trading uncharted territory. We are going to have a rock concert, no, reggae concert. And we have Rocky Dawuni, and you could hear the beats from time to time, you know, they are a Ghanaian singer, songwriter, and an environmental activist that will perform in a couple of minutes for us. So please join him in the ground outside of the main building. And at the same time, because we're also trying new things, we have started a crowdfunding initiative to raise money for landscape restoration. And you have seen at the beginning, the first session, the vision, the voice of the landscape. And we have decided to see if we can do some crowdfunding initiative to contribute to the restoration movement in Africa. And the money that will be gathered via this crowdfunding will be redistributed to the community that have been participating in this voice of the landscape. This is the first try. We don't know how much we will get, but you have the website, you will have an announcement, you can contribute, and that will be your contribution to landscape restoration in Africa. Thank you again. This is the end of the Global Landscape Forum, and see you for the next one.